everyone, welcome back to On the Fly. Today we're taking a look at our Game 4 review of the Stanley Cup Final between the Montreal Canadiens and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Overall, this game was a very close game that lasted all the way into overtime. It was Montreal's very first win since 1993 in the Stanley Cup Final. The first period started much like the other games, with both teams trading chance for chance. It was with the help of Josh Anderson that the Habs were able to score the first goal for the first time in the series. With the help of Nick Suzuki's pass in the front of the slot, and with Anderson able to put it back in the net, the Habs were up 1-0. They were able to hold this lead until the end of the first. The second period had a fast start, with both teams trading chance for chance. It was not until 2 minutes left when Jeff Petrie gave the puck away in his own end, which was passed over to Blake Coleman, who took a shot from the point, which then deflected off the rebound towards Ryan McDonough, who passed it through his legs right onto the stick of Barclay Goodrow. He deposited it in the back of the net, making it a 1-1 game. This was the score going into the third period. The third period started very well for the Habs, with them being able to dominate. At the 10-minute mark, Alexander Romanov was finally able to put the puck past Andrei Vasilevsky. In his first game back, he shot the puck from the blue line, putting it past him. This was Montreal's 2-1 lead. Unfortunately for them, they were not anticipating the Tampa Bay counterattack. Pat Maroon was able to put a goal in probably 5 minutes after him, and because of this, it was now 2-2. All of a sudden, Montreal were on their heels, with them trying to hold on to get to the overtime period. Unfortunately for them, they did catch a bad break, with Shea Weber getting a 4-minute high-sticking penalty, which caused them to go on the power play or the penalty kill for a minute, and then 3 minutes into the overtime period, which it did go into later in the series. The start of the overtime period had the Habs killing the penalty. They were able to get through it, and because of this, they all of a sudden had all this momentum. Feeding off their crowd, all of a sudden they had a rush. Josh Anderson pushed the puck up, past Jan Ruda, and were able to get down on 2-on-1 with Cole Caulfield. Jan Ruda did play the puck well, and he made it so that Anderson was not able to get it to Caulfield, but Caulfield hit the puck, went off a rebound and off Vasilevsky, and right onto Anderson's tape, who put it in the back of the net for the Habs winning goal. Habs win 3-2. Now it is time for my 9+0 thoughts on tonight's game, starting with number 9. Number 9 belongs to the 9 hits that number 8 Ben Chiarot had tonight. He was an absolute menace out there and was hitting people left, right, and center. And because of this, I believe that the number 9 deserves the 9 hits that Ben Chiarot had tonight. Next up is number 8, for number 88, Andrei Vasilevsky. Vasilevsky did play his heart out tonight, but unfortunately he was not good enough to beat his counterpart, Carey Price. That's why I believe he does deserve the number 8 spot. Number 7, the obvious pick, number 17 for Josh Anderson. He finally was able to break through this for the playoffs, and because of this, he deserves the number 7, scoring the overtime winner as well as the first goal of the game. Because of this, he deserves the number 7 spot. Next up is the number 6, which I believe belongs to the Game 6, the potential Game 6, and the Game 6 that Tampa Bay must not get to. If Montreal can ride into their home crowd with the 2-game winning streak, I don't believe Tampa will be able to stop them, and that will mean that they will be forcing a Game 7. So that's why I believe Tampa must win Game 5 if they want any shot at winning the Cup. Finally, next up is number 5, which I believe belongs to the 5 power plays that Tampa were unable to score on tonight. The Tampa Bay power play did have good looks, but were not able to beat Carey Price. But still, if you have 5 power plays, you got to at least score on 1 of them, if not 2 of them. And because of this, that's why I believe Tampa deserves the number 5 spot for their terrible power play. Number 4 is for the 34 shots Tampa Bay had on net tonight. They did play really well and had a lot of shots, but unfortunately they were not able to beat the goaltender Carey Price, and that's why I believe they deserve the number 34 for the 4 shots on net tonight. Next up is the number 3, which I believe belongs to the 33 turnovers in tonight's game. If you want to win a hockey game, you got to limit your turnovers, but tonight the 2 teams combined for 33 turnovers. This is nothing short of crazy. If you want to win a game, limit your turnovers, your giveaways, you call it whatever you want, you got to limit it. And because of that, I believe that deserves the number 3 spot. Moving on to number 2, for the number 27 on the Habs, Alexander Romanov. Romanov tonight was nothing short of incredible. Coming off of a long absence, it was his last game coming against Vegas. I believe that he was really good tonight and looked really sharp, despite him not playing in a long time. and scoring a goal that ended up being the tying goal that would push them to overtime. So that's why I believe they do deserve the number 2 spot. Moving on to number 1, which I believe belongs to the 13 plus shots Tampa had tonight. Tampa outshot Montreal by 13 shots. Typically, if you do that, you'll win, but unfortunately they ran into a hot goalie tonight, so if they can continue to do so, they will win 9 times out of 10. Just gotta hope you don't play Carey Price. Lastly is the number 0, and I believe this belongs to the Montreal Canadiens because the Habs have now won their first game. If you remember back to the Toronto series, they were down 3-1, they won 3-2, they won 3-3, and then they won the series 4-3. Once you give a team momentum, it's hard to stop it. Just like your snowball experience. You let the snowball start rolling down the hill, you're not stopping the thing. So Tampa must stop them tomorrow night when they play them for Game 5. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. If you liked it, drop a like. If you really liked it, consider subscribing, tell all your friends about it, and be on the lookout for Game 5 tomorrow night. Until next time, see ya!